a couple things well, but we were inconsistent. And I think Air Force is a good football team. And, to beat them on the road, we were going to need to win the turnover margin. The ball was on the ground a couple times. I think we came up with one fumble, and we're certainly going to need to do better at that. I thought Air Force, in my wildest dreams, would have never thought they'd be able to throw the ball as well as what they did. And that, quite frankly, was a change up for them, and it it caught us off guard a little bit. I'll look at the tape. I'm going to be really guarded as far as making some broad-based things, but obviously they were very effective throwing the football there on the one drive, particularly. But nonetheless, we got beat by a good team. I thought we played subpar, and you play subpar against a good football team, you're going to get beaten. That's what happened.
Okay, guys, question?
Come back and try to make it work, Ryan. Go ahead, Cody.
Okay, I guess I'll ask you a question, Ryan. What did you think about kicking a field goal there at the end and then trying for an onside kick, Craig?
You know what, when you're talking about where we're at on the field, or was that the possession before?
The final possession there, when you guys were about at the 25-yard line, I believe.
You know what, at that time, I just felt like, we were going to try to play for a touchdown, and so I was more comfortable with that. Gotcha.
Okay, how concerned are you with the continued inconsistencies with Sean in this passing game?
Well, we're concerned about it. We certainly need to play. I thought he played, very competitive. He made some great plays tonight, but some of the things we've got to clean up. And tonight, we were going to need to play well, and he was going to need to play well. I thought there was things that he did that were outstanding and other things that he did that were subpar.
Other questions for Coach?
I think, Ryan, you had one earlier. I don't want to.
Can you hear me now, Craig?
I got you, Ryan.
It seemed like you guys were in third and long all night. We just kind of disappointed that the early downs, you couldn't, make it manageable, and Air Force was able to do the opposite to you.
Well, I think that had a big impact on the game. We can do some things. We're making some progress on third and long, but, we're not Tom Brady back there. And Air Force did a nice job. I thought we needed to be more efficient on 1st and 10, and we were just inconsistent there and created too many third and longs, and that played into their hands.
Did you feel like you had the momentum, though, in the third quarter, that first drive, and then, if Isaiah comes down with that, it might be a different game, but just then too many penalties after that?
Well, we needed to play clean, and you're right. I think your assessment is correct. We fought back in the game, and I thought we could have potentially flipped and had some great momentum there. That didn't happen, and there were several plays that are like that. When we watch the tape, it's going to make my stomach turn. But I don't want to minimize. I think Air Force is a good football team, and you know what? They're physical and they have a good plan, they beat us.
Greg, how can you make those adjustments when they start throwing the ball the way they did and surprised you there in the third quarter?
Well, it harkened back to 16, I think, and you weren't here, Cody, but we had a dickens of a time as well. At that time they had a quarterback that could throw the ball, and we just didn't even know if this guy, we'd gotten some reports he was kind of dinged up, and the one pass they threw in the first half was a halfback pass. And so we got to take a look at the scheme. They exploited it, and we didn't answer very well.
Greg, how demoralizing is it, if that's the right word, to come off a bye week and to put up 5 yards?
No, I disagree with you when you say demoralizing. Let's just, I'm going to say Air Force is a good football team, Cody. It was going to be a tough win to get down here. It's not demoralizing, but we're disappointed we lost. So I want to be real clear on that, okay? And I don't mean to snap at you, but I disagree with your assessment. And, well, when you said how demoralizing it is, and I'm going to put the stop on it, it's disappointing, okay?
I guess just, Craig, how tough, when you come off a bye week. Yeah.
Well, this team, hell, you could practice for 4 weeks in a row. and they're going to have some stuff. And Troy Calhoun does a great job. I knew it was going to come down to we were going to need to get some turnovers. Cody, we're going to need to get some turnovers. We are going to need to have to stay on the field offensively. And we didn't do those things. Now, the passing game is disappointing to me because the Air Force typically doesn't pass the ball that well. So I'm disappointed. Our players are disappointed. We've got to lick our wounds and bounce back and get ready to go again.